Welcome back, folks. This is vortexmike with our new channel and our new Let's Play video. We're going to be doing Mountain Blade Warband, which is the second edition of the Mountain Blade family, our games. First one's Mountain Blade Warband, then goes Mountain Blade Warband Napoleonic, and then Mountain Blade Fire and Sword. About the whole collection. I did the demo of this game a couple weeks ago. Loved the game. So we're gonna go ahead and start a tutorial of this game, or not tutorial, let's play video. So we're gonna start. Welcome, adventurer, to the Mountain Blade Warband. Before beginning this game, you must create a character. Remember that in traditional medieval society depicted in this game, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of the nobility. That does not, however, mean that you should not choose to play a female or one that is not of noble birth. Male nobles might have somewhat of an easy start, but women and commoners can attain all the same goals. In fact, may have much more interesting, if more challenging, early game. So basically telling you not to play a commoner or female. You can if you want. So I'm going to be male. And you were born years ago in a land far away. Was that Star Wars? Alright. Your father was, so here you can choose your father: thief, steppe nomad, hunter, veteran warrior, traveling merchant, impoverished noble. I'm going to go with impoverished noble, just because the era of the game. Came into the world a son of a declining nobility, only owning the house which they lived. However, despite your family's hardships, they afforded you a good education, trained you from childhood for the rigors of aristocracy and the life at court. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as page in a nobleman's court, craftsman apprentice, shop assistant, street urchin, steppe child. We're not going to be these three because they're commoner work. So it's either a page or craftsman apprentice. I'm going to be a craftsman apprentice. As a boy growing out of childhood, you are apprenticed with a local craftsman to learn the trade. After years of hard work and study under the new master, you're promoted to journeyman and employed as a fully paid craftsman for as long as you wish to stay. Then, as a young adult, life changed as always did. You became squire, troubadour, whatever that is, a university student, a goods peddler, a smith, and a game poacher. We're going to probably pick, I'm not a poacher. Smith, we already did it. University student, not that smart. Troubadour, don't know what that is. We're going to be a squire. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the road, or somewhere along the way, you became a man. The whole world seemed to change around you. When you were named squire at noble at court, you practiced long hours with weapons, learning how to deal out hard knocks and how to take them too. You were instructed in your obligations to your lord and of your duties, those you might one day be your vassals. But in addition to learning the chivalric idea, you also learned about the less uplifting side, the old warrior stories of ruthless power and politics and betrayals and usurpations of men who use guile as well as valor to achieve their aims. But as soon as everything changed and you were decided to strike it out on your own as an adventurer, what made you take this decision? Lust for money and power? No. Being forced out of your own home? No. Wanderlust? Nah. Also have one? Personal revenge? My favorite. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. Still, it was not difficult to choose leave with a rage burning brightly in your heart. You wanted vengeance. You wanted justice. What was done to you cannot be undone, and the debts you can only be paid in blood. Awesome. So become an adventurer and ride your destiny. I just want to let you know the extra background of my character. He does not like the Kingdom of Swalia. That's why he's personal revenge. His father was killed in a battle against Swadia. Came over here to try to earn riches as a noble mercenary. Gained an army, got crushed, and was killed by a Swadian count, or king, which is the current king now. So our mission is to kill the Swadian. Just crush him. So let's become adventurers and ride your destiny. So here's some flags. Pretty cool. You can choose which one you want. I know which one I want and I passed it. There it is. We're gonna allow me to quit without saving, definitely with this game. Alright, so we get a pretty good range. I'm gonna put 1 in agility, 2 in agility, 1 in strength. Here's your skills. Kind of self-explanatory. But 1 in iron flesh. Iron flesh gives you more hit points. That one's kind of not. We're gonna go on a power draw 2. Riding warrior 3. 2 on horse archery. And we're gonna go into prisoner management and persuasion. We're gonna put all these points in archery. Put a couple on crossbows. Our name, vortexmike. Oops. Caps lock was on there. Alright, done. So here's the tutorial of the face generation. You can do a bunch of fancy things. I'm not much into them. Look for the face I want. Some of them are kind of funny looking. Whoa. There we go. Make him look like an anger man. We're gonna make his beard just a little longer. There we go. Make his hair color black. Ah, he's good to go. Younger age, young adult. Not bad. You can make him look really old. We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with that. Alright, you hear about Calradia. This is the land you're going into, by the way. Land torn between rival kingdoms battling each other for supremacy. Haven for knights, mercenary, cutthroats, and adventurers. Ding, us, all willing to risk their lives to pursue fortune, power, and glory. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you might leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally you can hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose at will, and whatever course you take, great adventures will await you, drawn by stories you hear about Calradia, and the kingdoms you. So, join a caravan to pray in Swadia. We hate Swadia. Kingdom of Swadia got good knights, as I explained that in the last video. If you didn't see it, please click on my random introduction new channel. It'll explain the different areas. I'll explain them just in case if you don't want to go back. Kingdom of Swadia, they're good medieval, not English, not anything kind of base. They got good meta knights. Our knights of Swadia are really good, but we hate them. Vagars, kind of like the Nords, which I'll talk about later. Mountain people, pretty hardy, pretty tough, pretty good choice. Kedzerk Khan Knights, which are Vagar's ultimate enemy, which are Genghis Khan guys, really badass horse archers. Nords, pretty good. They don't have any cavalry, mainly infantry, tough infantry. Roanoke's is pretty good. Their infantry also, they're pretty good. And the Saudian Salt Knights are the kind of the guys from the desert. So we're gonna go with the Vagers though. Alright, never been them. You guys saw my other character use a Roanoke. So you come through the Vagar Highlands, plateau exposed to the bitter winds to the north, and the land here is frozen for most of the year. But most forests are rich with fur-bearing game, and the rivers are teeming with fish. The rich of the land draws traders, but the traders in turn draw bandits, and you saw an occasional dark figure on a shaggy pony watching the passage of your caravan from the snowy ridge. You were glad when you saw the spires of Ravenin came into the view across the wide valley of the Bullock River. You are exhausted by the time you find an inn at Raven and fall asleep quickly. However, you wake before the dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden you hear a sound that stands the hairs of your neck, the rasp of a blade sling from its scabbard. Right now we're in combat. We're going to change our sword. This guy. We're going to... Oh. And he's down. Bandit, of course. Here comes this little guy. Merchant of Raven. Are you alright? I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we could say the same for the other fellow. He's dead. That's one less sleep to trouble on the streets. I just love that. That's one less one. Moving on. Oh geez, should we call it ambulance or anything? That's what I like about the medieval times. Someone dies in the street, you just walk on them or kick them to the side and carry on. Although, heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk inside or out here. We don't want knows who's listening. The merchant takes you to the house. Once inside the house, stands the door for a while, checking the streets, then finally convinced that you have not been followed, comes near you to speak. Alright folks, I think this is where we're going to stop this Let's Play Part 1. I'll see you in Part 2.